So today I thought it would be fun to look at 10 weird words / phrases that we have in Ireland that I feel the world needs more of. You guys don't have words for these. Or maybe you do, but they're just inferior. Who's the sassy girl today? Basically, I just wanted to share 10 really cool things that we have in Ireland that you could use and adopt over wherever you live. These are some of my favourite ones that I use on a daily basis, and it'd be pretty cool to see you guys adopt these. Maybe they'll end up on some TV show in a foreign land.
America.
Before I get into today's video, do be sure to subscribe, otherwise you're going to be tongue-tied the next time you go to try and talk to your crush. Tongue-tied. Today's video is brought to you by the founding sponsor of this channel, Skillshare. If you don't already know, it's an online learning community that has benefited me both in my personal and my professional life. Right now, a course I'm taking is Mike Very's productivity habits. I hope to implement some of these more in the new year. As a person who's constantly plugged in, I'm learning more about focusing my intention and attention to become one of those superhumans who makes you go, how do they do all that? As a self-employed person who works largely from home, it's easy to lose focus, but I'm learning skills like grouping my days by theme. We know Wednesday is weird. You also get community support as well as being able to ask your tutor questions. Skillshare is giving away 2 free months of premium membership to help you explore your creativity. If you click the link in the description box, and after that it's only around $10 a month. Thank you Skillshare for continuing to support this channel. And on with the video. The first Irish word that I think that you should adopt overseas is the word notions. Being accused of having notions in Ireland is just about the worst thing you can be accused of. You're thinking about prison things right now, but notions is the worst. Irish people are obsessed with other people having notions of themselves. It's actually completely the opposite of how Americans feel when somebody is kind of going up in the world. I'm going to look up the Chambers Dictionary of Slang, which says having notions means to have amorous inclinations. No, that's not what it means at all. Let's take Reddit's definition. To take this quote from the philosopher Jennifer Lopez, "Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block. I used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I go, I know where I came from." And this person, Fantastipomutomus, cool username, says it's when you don't got rocks yet, but you behave like you're not from the block anyway. I think that sums it up pretty well. It's basically getting ideas above your station, or thinking you're better than what you are, or getting somewhere and not remembering where you came from, a la Jennifer Lopez. So as you can imagine, if somebody accuses somebody else of having notions in Ireland, it's very, very insulting. As you guys know, in Ireland we like to keep people's egos in check, like Bono. There's a lot of slagging of Bono. If you don't know about slagging, look up every other video I've ever done about Ireland. It's just bringing somebody down a peg or two. So if they have notions, you need to get that out of them. The next term I think that you guys could stand to adopt is the word conniption. Now, conniption is used around the world, but infrequently. Ireland uses the word conniption to describe somebody's essentially, they're having a mental breakdown, but they'll get over it. It's not super serious. They're having a conniption. So, for example, Mary's boyfriend Chad got her a box of dairy milk, when in fact Chad's ex-girlfriend was the one who liked dairy milk. Ergo, Mary had a conniption. She went absolutely mad at him and furious, and she just wrecked the gaff and just broke everything. She lost her having a conniption. The next term I think the world could adopt is the term out. And it's all about the emphasis, how you say it. Out. It's not out. So if me and my friends plan to do something of a Saturday night, instead of turning around and saying, what are you guys gonna wear? I might say, is it out or out? Because if it's out, it's just jeans and a t-shirt. But if it's out, yeah, I probably need to wear a dress. Out is the fancy out, whereas just out is just going out. Chad went off with his mates on Mary, which was really bad because they were out. Whereas if they were just out, it wouldn't be as big of a deal, because, you know, you go off with your mates when you're out. But if you're out, it's kind of formal. The next word that I think the world needs is the word gas. And I am not talking about that which you put in your car. Or trumping, which is... Gas is something very entertaining to your personage. You can describe a person as gas, he's a gas lad, or indeed an event as gas. It was gas when she fell on her face. Gas is an informal term for hilarious, and I can't think that there's any other word around the world that is the same level of hilarity. It's not like, oh, I'm rolling around on my knees dying of laughter, and it's not like mildly amusing. Gas is like somewhere in the middle. It's like no, I can't sum it up right now. The next one is actually a series of words, and it's just basically, I think you need more words around the world for being drunk. I could go through all the words that we have for drunk in Ireland. Jamie Dornan best summed it up in this video. I'm just going to give you a tiny little cut of it, but you can just search it on YouTube, because that's the joy of YouTube.
Fermented, sloshed, curly fried, 3 sheets to the wind, well lubricated, half in a bag, hooched up, decimated, steam pinked.
I couldn't hope to sum it up that well, but yes, we have many words for drunk, because there are so many different types of drunk. You're never just one type of drunk. You're not like always crying drunk, and you're not always angry drunk or just mellow drunk. Or maybe you are. Maybe it's just me. Moving on. Arseways. Arseways means you did something wrong. You did it arseways. So some people have accused me in the Denny's versus IHOP video of holding my fork arseways, but in actual fact, that's the mannerly way to hold a fork in Ireland, and I was just applying manners. I did not know in America you don't hold your fork like that. Had I known, I might have applied that and got my hash browns easier on my fork. Jesus Christ, that was the most controversial video I've ever unexpectedly done. But yes, arseways means you've done something basically back to front. I think it stems from the idea that if you give birth and the child comes out arseways, it's a hell of a more difficult task than if it came out head first. Arseways. Take it, apply it to your own country. The next one is kind of a phraseology, I suppose, is the terms "you're" and an "owl." So if I'm trying to describe a specific person, I'll say "your man," "your one," "owl man," "owl one," and the person I'm talking to will know exactly who I'm talking about. You know your man up the road? Yes, says Saoirse. Your one is a right cow, agreed Turlock. That owl one doesn't know what she's messing with. Stated fiacre. It's a more casual way of talking about a specific person without necessarily even remembering their name. Your man. Your man. The next one is a favourite of mine. It's the word yoke or yokey. Now, we do use the word yoke for a drug in Ireland, but we also use it to refer to anything that we can't remember the name of. So if I was saying to you, pass me the salt, and for some reason I forgot the word salt, I just had like a brain, I'd say, pass me the yolk, and you'd know what I meant. We also sometimes use the term yokey mabob when you're particularly frustrated or flustered with not remembering the word that you're trying to think of. Your one gave me the yokey mabob and the thing yolk / yokey mabob. The next one is a word that you might think you know the meaning to, but you don't necessarily. The word is state. Oh, you Americans, you think you know what the word state means, but you don't. Well, it's a community formed by the people and exercising a specific type of power within that area. Nope. It's when you're addressed as being in a right state. You're a mess. A state is a mess. You can describe yourself as being in a state. For example, oh my god, the state of me doing this video right now. It's kind of an awareness of the fact that you're not really that well put together on that given day. You could also describe somebody in a derogatory way by saying, the state of your one. And that would not be kind. Try to be kind. But maybe she was in a ripe state. And the number one word that I think that you need to adopt around the world is actually a word that you might already be familiar with from Ireland. It's the word feck. And no, I'm not beeping it because it doesn't require beeping. It's not that extreme. It's not as extreme as the word yeah, I can't say that on here, but I can say feck because it has an E. Feck is the PG term for oh god, I did it again. Feck can be used in a lot of ways. It's just used for dramatic emphasis when you're maybe in a situation where you shouldn't be saying I'm done with it. You can even say feck in front of children. It's not offensive. It's just feck. Feck and stuff. It's not as bad a word as oh god, I did it again. And it's fun to say. It's fun to say feck and everything. The feckin' sausages burnt on the feckin' stove this morning when I was feckin' trying to make feckin' breakfast. Feck's sake. There's a nice release of energy, you know? I enjoyed it, did you? And that's it for today's list. Do let me know below in comments if there's any Irish terms or words that you've heard of that you think that you should adopt overseas, or if you're Irish, your favourite words. Do check out the Skillshare link in the description box below. It has had a dramatic effect on how I do things in my life. And that's it. Have a great weekend. See you on the other side. Bye. You alright? You ready to go? Ready to do a video? Yeah. You also get I can't think that there's any other word. Ouch, ouch. Ouch, ouch. Ouch. Ouch, ouch. Ouch, ouch. Out, out.